Hi everyone, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you something that I have shared before with a little bit of a twist. I am going to be ink blending a night sky, but we are going to give it a very glittery, shimmery twist at the end. So I am using two stamps today from Cracker Box and Susie Stamps. As always, all the supplies I'm using can always be found down in the description box below, along with links to where they take you to where places I like to shop. When ink blending a night sky, it is really very simple. The way I do it anyway, it is. So I take three distress ink colors. You can use any inks that you like to do ink blending with. I happen to love distress inks for this technique because they react with water so well. I have my go-to colors, of course. I'm using Chip Sapphire for the darker blue and Seedless Preserves right now. I'll come in with Black Soot in just a moment, but first I'm just working between these two on a white cardstock panel. I'm not taking care to be extra super careful with my blending. That is kind of the beauty of this ink blending. You just want a good amount of ink and pigment on the paper. And you want to make sure that you color the entire panel, or I am coloring the entire panel with color anyway. You can leave some white spots if you want to. I just like to have these completely covering the panel, and I just put bits of color here and there and make sure I really layer up those colors. Now at a certain point, you might want to start using something to put your fingers on to hold the paper in place. Because these react with water so well, they also react with any moisture or oils on your fingers really well as well. Also, I am using my mini ink blending tools to put on this ink because I want a nice thick layer. They allow me to really get that color nice and saturated on the panel without a lot of work really, and without layering. I do have to do a bit of layering with my color, but it's not near as much with other kinds of blending tools. Now once I have my purple and my blue completely covering my panel, I'm going to come in with my black soot and go over the top of it. I'm not going to go over the entire panel. I'm just going to pick and choose. I like to start with the edges and really just blend in from the edges, and then in the center I'll choose a few spots and go over. Now because you have so much color on this already, the black just kind of blends in with it. Sometimes it'll move the color out of the way, sometimes it'll just blend with your purples and your blues and give you different tones and shades of color. So it really is a great way to get a ton of different colors on your panel with about 3 inks. I'm also not very careful with how much of this ink I put on. So some places might have a little bit more than others, and that's okay. If you ever look at a sky, it's not completely flat black. It has those colors and ranges of colors in it. Now, once I have all my color on my panel, I'm going to take plain water and just start flicking from the little nozzle of my spray bottle. If you don't have a spray bottle full with water, get a cup, dip your paintbrush in it, and start flicking with that as well. It's the same exact thing. You can also just dip your fingers in water and flick it onto your panel that way. Now I like to let this sit for a minute. I also like to bring my heat gun to really react that water with the paint. The heat will always give it a more intense look, a more bleached out look. So I let that water sit for a minute, and then I brought some heat to it to heat up the water to pull up even more color. And then once I have it heated up, I'm going to take a dry towel and just blot up those water spots. And that is going to give me my star effect. Now I love the panel as is. You can leave it, but I want to add a little bit of shimmer to the background. So I am going to grab out my favorite shimmer spray, which is the Sheer Shimmer Spritz in Sparkle. This is just a clear liquid with a ton of sparkly pigment or little bits in it. It is so pretty. So what I like to do is the same exact thing that I did with the water. I'm going to unscrew the top of this because it does have a cap on it. First, I should say you want to really shake this because as it sits, the sparkle just settles to the bottom. So make sure you give it a good shake, look at the bottom and make sure the sparkle's all off the bottom. And then I unscrew my cap, and just like I did with the water, I'm going to flick on little drops of this onto my panel. This is still a water-based product, so it will react with the ink, but I am not going to blot this up near as much. So what I like to do is just let this sit. You can bring a little bit of heat to it to help it dry, but really just letting it sit and dry works too. I brought my heat tool to speed things along, and then if there's any residual product left over after about 30 seconds, I just blot it up. But it creates this gorgeous background that looks like a star splattered night sky, and then you have those little bits of shimmer in there. Now I'll hold my flashlight up. It's hard to see on camera, but this stuff is so sparkly. Not an inch of this paper was without a little sparkle on it. And you'll be able to see it better at the end of this video. Now, once I had that done, one of my favorite things to do with backgrounds that I create like this is to use silhouette stamps on them. Silhouette stamps are just a great thing to have in your stash for when you look at those techniques online or on Pinterest, or you see a video and you want to try them, and then you end up with all these really cool backgrounds, but you're not quite sure what to do with them. Silhouette stamps are my go-to for those kinds of situations. Now for this, I decided to use a silhouette stamp that I've used before. This is from Cracker Box and Susie Stamps, and it's called Cityscape. Cracker Box and Susie Stamps has a ton of silhouette stamps, and because they are clean red rubber stamps, they work really well. Now, I love my clear stamps, but whenever you're stamping a really solid image, I love the red rubber. It just stamps better in my humble opinion. Now I use my Misty to go ahead and stamp this down, and I'm using VersaFine Clair in Nocturne. Now stamping over those bleach spots with this ink will result in a little bit of a lighter section, and you'll see that on my photo. It doesn't bother me so much, but if it bothers you, all you need to do is take a Sharpie and fill in those little areas once you've stamped. You can also see some of the shimmer peeking through this ink, which I love the look of. Now finally, I am going to add my sentiment. Now this is the sentiment that inspired the whole card. Again, it's from Cracker Box and Susie Stamps, and it says, "When life knocks you down, roll over and look at the stars." I love this sentiment. I stamped it onto a flag banner with the same VersaFine Clair and Nocturne black ink, and then I'm just adding that right onto my panel with a little bit of foam tape. Now, in order to get this straight, I am using my T-square ruler. This little T-square ruler is a lifesaver in aligning things on my cards. Never fails, I put things on crooked, so I just like to use the ruler and make sure it's nice and lined up. Then I matted that with a bit of black cardstock and attached it to an A2 top folding card base to finish off this very simple card. Now again, here you can see the shimmer a little bit better, and every turn you just get that little glint, and it makes for the perfect addition to a night sky. Now if glitter isn't your thing and you want to add just a little bit something more to these backgrounds, these night sky backgrounds, get out your white acrylic paint. That is going to give you a little bit of texture and a little bit of dimension, but you're not going to have the sparkle if sparkle isn't your thing. That is going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, check out the information in the description box below. And if you haven't already and you enjoy my content, you can subscribe to my channel right here. Thanks for watching and happy crafting.